neighbours are your best friends. They're always welcome through your door. But please don't piss us off. Remember, we pay for your floor.
Hello and welcome to the We Pay For Your Floor podcast. My name's Phil.
I'm Andy.
And I'm Sarah.
And today we'll be talking about foraging for Freddos.
That's what you're going to have to do with the way the price is going.
It's like gold dust.
Oh. It's true though, they used to be like 25p.
No, they used to be like 10p.
Did they really? No,
yeah.
they cost maybe like a mortgage.
If you're lucky.
You know you're British when you talk about the price of Freddos.
Do you know something else? Change the packaging and Jaffa Cake.
They haven't, have they?
They haven't. I swear to God. Everyone should Google this. Yes, they have.
I love that you find a way to work that in. That should be a thing where not every episode, but like every once in a while you just drop it in there.
I'll tell you something else for free.
To tell it for free. Can you imagine in like a few years' time when this the Freddo mines open up?
Yeah.
They've got the pickaxes and that. We found one, boys! Check it out, it's a rare commodity.
Freddo!
You can buy a house off the back of a Freddo within like 10 years.
Imagine a caramel Freddo.
Oh!
Imagine how expensive that's
Literal
gonna be.
liquid gold inside
Literal
of it.
liquid gold.
You could buy a mansion with the way inflation's going.
Yeah.
I don't know what's so
and
special
then
about
Margaret
that.
Matcher's like, no! Close the mines!
Really?
We don't need Freddos!
The market dips in Freddo.
Bitch. Fucking Margaret Matcher. Margaret? Oh, I can't. I'm still stuck on Joris Bonson. Margaret Matcher. There we go. Which sounds like a weird dating app.
Margaret Matcher.
We will match your Margaret.
Margaret's. Yes, Phil.
Do you want to do your thing first?
But
Sarah?
before that,
I forgot we do that.
Sarah, how's your floor?
Not as expensive as a Freddo.
I love you so much.
That's good to hear. Otherwise, I would be worried about you if no one wants that sort of chocolatey mess.
No one wants an
We say that, I shit on the floor once.
Yeah, that's true.
That wasn't a chocolatey mess. That was just
That was just a mess.
Shit.
that was a
was
shit
just
time
shit.
all round.
Long story short, just for context, so you all don't think I'm weird.
Oh shit.
Like-
Because we never thought that.
I woke up at like 10 p.m. and something you probably don't want to know about me, but is relevant for this story, is that I sleep naked. I woke up, went to
I didn't want to know that, and I am next to it.
Yeah, I woke up at about 10 p.m, went to go brush my teeth, and while I'm stood there I thought I needed to fart, so I did, and then just shit landed on the floor. Not like a solid one, I didn't push it out, I just farted and it splattered. So there you go.
We've all been
I had the embarrassing moment of trying to be very inconspicuous and clean it up while finishing, and Phil turned to the bathroom and went, "Andy, are you okay?" And then saw the mess on the floor and did his absolute best to hide his laughter.
At least I didn't shout at you for shitting on our floor.
It wasn't intentional.
I was sympathetic. I made sure that you got your stupid
Shit
leaky.
Fuck you.
I made sure that you got your stupid leaky anus over the toilet so that any further evacuations went where they're supposed to go,
The funny thing is, this
and
was
then left you to clean it
This
up.
was a few weeks before we got food poisoning as well.
It's a bit
So I
shitty.
couldn't even blame that.
No, you're
That
just
is absolutely
you're just useless.
Are you okay?
Oh my god, it's the thought. It's just so many. There's so much to unpack. It's just the thought.
That's what he was
Oh,
doing.
yeah. One, there's people going, who are in relationships. They're like, oh yeah, I have to deal with this shit every day. No, you fucking don't, mate. Phil has to deal with actual shit.
Once.
Once. It was one time.
He says once, but we have now got the entire bottom of the wardrobe is just full.
Full of shit.
No, it's full of nappies.
Oh.
Aww.
Just in case.
Just
in
clarifying
case.
for the audience that we have no nappies within the vicinity of this flat.
You've used them all.
Nor do we store them in our loft. That's Sarah's flat.
Oh.
Anyway,
man.
you brought something for us, Sarah.
I did. Well, I didn't at the same time. We have our.
Well, that's the end of this episode of
This is. What was that fucking thing you said a few weeks ago? It's something, but it's not something,
It's
but
the selfish, and then the selfish.
it's like, fuck off.
Everyone knows.
We're not
what I
getting
mean.
on that one again, though.
So, we have our YouTube evenings, don't we? We like either have a music evening or we have like a YouTube random video. I am permanently disturbed by Phil's choices and Chris's choices, and we have those YouTube evenings. And
Which
the
is
other
probably why I will run away with your boyfriend.
bless him. Yeah, that is disturbing shit. The stuff that comes out of that boy's mouth.
But Sarah, too many cooks.
No.
Too many cooks.
No, don't Google it, everyone. Leave it. Don't do it.
Do it.
So, like the other day where my dad was on my YouTube and he'd like Googled some shit and he'd watched some random videos. So now I've got.
Oh, you got all the Dr. Phil stuff.
I got Dr. Phil stuff and then I got Kendo, and I thought the top 5 titles of anyone's YouTube account, just seen one, kind of says a lot about a person, and I wanted to know what your two on your YouTube app. What are your top 5 titles of YouTube recommended videos on your top 5?
What if you just go to your YouTube?
So if you just go to your YouTube, what's the top 5? Mine is season 14, episode 4 of American Dad. Next one is why didn't the Japanese use shields? The next one is College Killer. And the next one is Friends, Joey's top one. And then there's another one, how to write neat and clean Russian cursive. Not gonna lie, I've never Googled Russian cursive, so I don't know why it thought that. But it is written in Japanese, so there you go. I want Andy first, because I'm saving Phil for last.
Okay.
Andy, what are your top 5 YouTube titles?
Just on my random homepage.
Just
my
on your
recommended
homepage.
page.
Just on your
Okay.
homepage.
Okay. The top one is an Overwatch video
Yeah.
by a YouTuber I really like who
Yeah.
makes like funny edits and stuff. Of
Really?
him playing Symmetra. because, of course.
Overwatch?
The second one is Phenomenon from Drag Race Season 13.
Of course, because the winner is Rosé.
Yeah.
Actually, by the time this goes out, we'll hopefully,
We should know who the winner is by that point.
if it doesn't go on for another 382 episodes.
The next is a Pokemon video if every Pokemon rival became a gym leader.
So I'm guessing that's M&J.
M&J, yeah. The next one is the Anne Reardon parody video from
Fuck's
the
sake.
channel Novimpia, who are 2 drag queens who are awesome.
Yeah.
Put it in a vase.
Put it in a
And then my fifth one is... My fifth one is the Demi Lovato track "My Girlfriends Are My Boyfriend," which is from the new album, which I have not listened to yet. I've not listened to that song, I've listened to half the album. So probably not as interesting as you were expecting. To be
No, I
honest.
think it's interesting. It tells me a lot about you. Not stuff I already knew anyway. But yeah, Philip, what are your top 5?
So it has brought back some interesting
I'm sure it
choices.
has it made you realise? Has it brought some introspective thoughts? Has it?
Not
Maybe
maybe
questioned your
not quite
life
as
choices?
bizarre as you were hoping.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Oh, just before we move on, Sarah, you might let us know that number 6 is a true crime video.
Excellent.
but the very top of my recommended page, if we exclude the advert for Deliveroo, is by Alistair Beckett King. He's a wonderful man.
Okay.
The long-haired ginger fellow comedian.
Oh right, yeah. Okay.
What if The Simpsons was British?
Okay.
And it's animated as
Yeah,
well.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm going to have to watch that
That's
later.
gonna have to be.
Then Markiplier loses his sanity simulator by Markiplier.
Yeah.
Jago Hazard, who does a lot around London and London transport.
Yeah.
The abandoned Tower Hill station.
Of course.
Fascinating. Yep.
Fascinating. Yeah, bye.
Mother is so proud.
Then there's Chris Fleming's Worst Show I Ever Did. And lastly, which I really do want to watch, is Joe Black.
Yes.
Spice Up Your Life, the Spice Girls accordion cover.
Oh, yes!
Okay, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I've not got. Actually, I'll go on YouTube and follow them.
So that is a
Joe
thing
Black.
that I also need to listen to, which I don't think I have, and that's been out for months.
And you wonder why, like, the internet knows so much about us. I think it's just through YouTube. Because it explores every facet of our personalities. Me, I could kill Chris and make it look like suicide, apparently, according to my YouTube feed.
Quite convincingly as well.
Quite convincingly, yeah.
I just get regular notifications from news outlets about Drag Race stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I found that quite... It just kind of tells me stuff I already know again.
But I think that's fairly
I think
fun,
it's
though.
interesting. And
I do think it kind of depends what you're watching at that moment, though.
Yeah,
Because, like, if you'd asked me, like, maybe 3 weeks ago when I wasn't quite as heavily into Overwatch again, it probably would have been completely different.
Yeah, yeah.
But because I've been playing and watching a lot of Overwatch stuff, suddenly, like, that takes over your feed. Because it's like, oh, you're liking this at the moment, here, we'll chuck all of this at you.
Plus all the advertising as well is aimed at that, which is clever, really, isn't it?
And then, like, the reason the Demi song came up is because I watched the whole documentary the other day, and I've been listening to some of the songs, so obviously that got recommended to me. So it's like, oh, you like this artist, here you go.
There you go, yeah.
And then, like, when the Pretty Reckless album came out a couple of months ago, that was, like, straight up, everything was just the Pretty Reckless for, like, a good week.
Yeah. I do love YouTube for that, kind of. And as much as the algorithm is, like, a double-edged sword, I do like that it brings up stuff. Interesting, Chris was still logged onto his Spotify on my Fire Stick. And I went onto Spotify today and I was like, I've not been listening to old man 70s music. Why is it saying you've listened to this? And I was like, this can't be right. And I looked at the profile and it's got Chris's picture on it. And I went, So I got every single Miku song and just liked every single one.
Yes!
So he went on his Spotify this morning and went, Sarah, why have I got loads of Miku recommendations? I was like, you liked them, so... So now he'll have fucking Sweet Home Alabama next to Yes I Do Too. I cannot wait for that mix.
Please, go onto his Spotify, play Caramel Dancing on a loop.
Yes! Yes, I don't think you can control it from other devices.
I will say every now and then, because we go up to yours fairly often, every now and then my phone automatically connects to your Wi-Fi. Especially if ours ever goes down. It automatically connects up to yours, and then I don't think to change it, and then I'm like, sharing too much. I might be watching a video for something, and then I'm like, I probably shouldn't be watching this off of Sarah's internet. As soon as I realise that it's connected to yours.
I've not had any suggestions so far. I bet the Skyman's a bit confused.
Unless you're
looking
on
at my
Pornhub,
internet
I don't
history.
think you're getting recommendations,
no, that
to be
is true.
honest.
I'm not. It's more of an anime hub than fake
Hentai
boy
tube.
hub. Yeah, cat boy tube.
Okay, so the thing I wanted to bring to this episode does not need to be written down because it is a challenge.
A challenge
that I came up with. So you do need to
Why am I old? Yeah.
Your challenge prep.
Yeah.
Okay. The challenge I have for you two is a little bit of context about me. If you listened to the last episode, you may already know this about me. But one thing that I do not have in common with either Phil, my loving partner, loving being the, questionable word, of 7 years, and then Sarah, one of my closest friends of coming up to 3 years it'll be at the end of this year?
I don't know.
10 decades feels like 10 decades.
One floor, one ceiling.
One of my closest friends in my life. One thing I do not have in common with either of them is that I experience ASMR, which I know neither of you do. Neither of you particularly enjoy the sensation. I don't know if you've listened to it intentionally, but I know you've experienced it and hated it. You don't get the triggers. Phil doesn't really. I do quite heavily, depending on the different trigger. So the challenge that I have for you both, and we may need to turn the gain up on the microphone for these, so that the audience can hear. I want to challenge you both to see who can give me the best ASMR tingles.
Oh.
I'm going to give you 5 to 10 minutes, roughly, to look around the flat, find a few different items that you think could give me ASMR tingles. So,
Yeah, like that.
just letting the listeners know what is going on. We took like a 10-15 minute break. Sorry, this is really weird because I can hear myself coming through the headphones that I'm now wearing. So it's really surreal. But basically what's happened is we took a 10-15 minute break roughly, and that gave Sarah and Phil time to look for certain items that they could use to potentially trigger my ASMR experience. So we're gonna see how they do. I'm a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie, but it should be fun. And I've realised that I'm now talking slower than I normally would because I can hear myself and it's really throwing off my sense of rhythm. So yeah. So they're going to take it in turns, and the challenge is just to see which of them triggers my ASMR more. This should be interesting. Whenever you two are ready. Ooh, that's actually quite nice. Just do that a little bit, sort of, more fast. Ooh. That is actually quite a nice sound. What is that?
That is a candle holder with an empty candle in it.
Huh. That was quite a nice noise. Where's that microphone going?
Can you hear the thing? Ready?
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Again, that's quite nice.
Get a good scratch.
That's giving me slight tingles on my neck. Sarah, this is an example of fabric doing sound.
That's what it should do when you scratch it, yeah, but not working independently of the body, it should.
So, were you just exfoliating there?
I was just exfoliating.
You look on the floor and there's just a carpet of
Shape of
dead
Sarah.
skin.
Here lies Sarah.
That's mine.
Okay. Those are both quite nice. I'm genuinely surprised.
Hey Andrew,
Yes.
you like music, right?
Yes.
I thought I'd do you a little tune.
Oh no. No. What have you got? You cunt! Oh my god!
That shit me.
The funny thing is, the whispering was quite nice, and then all I hear is Mario Kazoo. Oh, okay.
You good? You ready?
Yeah. Huh. Huh. Ooh, ooh. That was interesting. Then it got to the peel, and that was nice.
Yeah, satisfying noise.
Yeah. What was that? Was that just some cardboard? Huh, yeah. That was quite nice.
It was nice, that, isn't it?
So right now, Sarah's winning.
Scratchy,
I feel betrayed.
I just realised that both of yours so far have been scratching sounds.
Yeah, that's the only one I can think of, is the nails.
You can do tapping. Actually, you've got quite long nails at the moment.
Yeah.
Tapping would be quite nice with those.
You already done a whisper one then.
I have something else for you, Andy.
Oh God.
Are you ready?
No, but go on. Ooh. This would probably be better if we had binaural, but that's quite a nice noise. I don't know what that is, but it's not bad.
The voiceover of that image! Plus, I don't know what it is, but it's not bad.
What is it?
This ostrich is bumming the microphone.
You were listening to the sweet, sweet sounds of Altaria's anus.
Caressing it, if you will.
Altaria's anus was audibly appealing.
I can't get the right angle on this one.
Oh! Oh no!
Don't like that. Is that too nasty?
Oh no!
No. We'll stop that right there.
Oh! That was not nice!
Try shaking it.
Okay, if you did that gently, that could be quite nice. Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah. Wasn't anything breakable in it. I'm so
It's just
sorry.
dice.
No, it's dice.
I'm just
It's just
automatically
dice.
like, ah!
Try
Just his
tapping.
hopes and dreams.
Just his hopes and dreams.
Yeah, see, that's quite nice.
So it's not top isn't nice. You've got to.
No, the top is okay.
That's what I did earlier.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I thought you were scratching on
No.
it. Okay, yeah, the sides are better.
Yeah.
That wasn't too bad.
I'll put that back. Oh, yeah, no, back a bit. Actually.
Oh
Okay.
no, what's he got next?
I have one more thing for you, Andy.
So Phil's done some whispering, and it's actually quite nice. I'm
Nice.
intrigued to hear what you sound like
Yeah.
doing that.
Well, I've got one more sweet, delicious sound for you.
Oh God, maybe someone else saying that it wouldn't sound
That's
terrifying. Oh, is that Jerry or Cherry? Is that Piggy? Oh, hello, Pickle. Which Piggy is it? Oh, hello, Jerry. Oh, oh.
That's adorable. That's adorable.
It's not that relaxing, but it's
No,
adorable.
It's so cute. I did good, Daddy. Yeah. She says, I did really good.
Oh, thank you, Jerry.
Who's a good
sweet.
girl? What? Who's a good little fruit?
She did so well. I did good, huh, Papa? Yeah, I
Yeah,
did good,
you
Papa.
did good, Judge
Baby,
Baby.
you can go have all the food now.
That's all she ever wants. Okay.
Okay.
One last one from Sarah.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh.
You know what? Genuinely, that's not a bad ASMR word because it has cluh, which is a great noise, and then ends with the j, which is quite nice.
Voice. Don't you chat?
Clunge. Yeah, that's not a bad ASMR trigger word, funnily enough.
Would you mind plunging once more? Marvellous.
Oh, that's marvellous! But no, thank you for indulging me with that challenge. For having more triggering triggers, I'm going to give the win to Sarah here.
Oh, nice one!
Because one of yours was Mario on the kazoo, and the other...
I made up for it with a pig.
The other, yes, Jerry was adorable, but it wasn't very ASMR triggering, so I'm going to give the win to Sarah.
Love you, Jerry.
Oh, I love Jerry. I will say a couple of things that you could have done, and I'm surprised you didn't think of this, writing in your notebook.
Oh,
That, especially page turning, is a great ASMR trigger.
Oh, that's interesting.
And also, I'm surprised this didn't happen, just because I saw it on the sofa. I thought Phil was gonna...
Ah, nice. Yeah.
I did have this that I was thinking of doing, which was just sort of...
That would have been quite nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
What is that? Is that just dice?
No, it's just...
Oh, it's the pebbles.
Just pebbles.
Oh, I like that one. That was interesting.
But no, in terms of tapping, usually, I don't know why I'm telling you this is not that you're going to become ASMR video YouTubers, but like, at least for me personally, and I know my favourite ASMR artist is the same, she doesn't like the sort of harsh sounds of tapping, especially she hates glass tapping, and I agree, I don't find that particularly relaxing.
Like a glass table
but like boxers, great, because it's like soft.
Softer, yeah.
It's softer, but they've still got like a hard tap to
yeah,
it.
it's still a satisfying.
But yeah, writing and page turning is great. Another one, and to be fair, you couldn't have done this because it's a visual thing, and obviously these are all auditory.
Yeah.
But one of my absolute favourites that a lot of ASMR videos do is, for example, they'll take, I'm just going to use this card as an example, and they'll be holding and they'll be whispering into the microphone, and they'll be like, just for reference, I'm holding a card that says this. This was Phil's mum's card to us on our anniversary. So the ASMR artist will get close to the camera. I don't think I've ever get ASMR voice, so I do apologise in advance. But they'll get really close to the camera. They'll get really close to the microphone, and they'll hold up a card or something. In this instance, it's a card, and they'll just run their fingers along the letter and read it as they go. So in this instance, this card says, "You are Rawsome together." And they'll just trace along the letters like that, and it's really relaxing.
You can hear the nail on
I find it so relaxing.
That sounded like someone was going to murder me. That sounded really creepy.
That's the thing, you don't find that relaxing. I find it so relaxing.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I think I told you.
So you want to be stalked in a dimly lit house?
Yeah, basically.
Before we actually no, do you have anything else you want to chuck on, like a short thing before the end of this episode? Because I don't know how long we've been going.
I can do one.
Yeah, we can do a short thing before the end.
Because there's something that I wanted to do.
Well, before you do that, let me just do the thing I was going to say.
Okay.
My first memory that I have of experiencing ASMR was when I was in my French class at school.
Yeah.
And whenever our French teacher spoke in French,
yeah,
especially because she had quite a nice soft voice,
yeah,
oh, that was so many tingles. It's one of the reasons I did French into A-level, just because I found her classes so relaxing.
Yeah, oh nice.
Like, the subject itself was stressful as hell, but she made up for that whenever she spoke in French, and I'd be like, oh, the tingles are back. But for years I didn't know what that was until I discovered ASMR on YouTube, and I'm like, oh, it's a thing!
Yeah.
Which I think is a lot of people's sort of discovery of it.
I know noises can be very triggering or very relaxing though, can't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyday noises.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons I mean, this isn't an ASMR trigger, but just in general, I find the sound of cars passing by really relaxing, which is why I've enjoyed living in cities before. Like when I lived in Nottingham, because we were right by a busy road, we could quite often hear the cars, and I personally find it really relaxing. Rain as well, I think rain's a very popular one.
Oh yeah.
Rain's super relaxing.
Yeah, really nice. Nature sounds.
Yeah, nature sounds just in general are really nice. I have, again, not really an ASMR trigger, but in terms of relaxing, whenever we used to go on holiday down to Cornwall, and we nearly always went camping, and one of the nicest things to fall asleep to is the sound of crickets chirping around you, especially if there's rain on the tent.
Yeah.
If there's rain on the tent and there's crickets chirping outside,
Camping
oh my
noises.
god, yes.
Oh, I love camping.
I love camping. I miss camping.
Camping
Anyway, Phil, over to you.
So, just to round things out for today, I like the news. Well, not the mainstream news though. I like the slightly peculiar news.
Right.
Especially that which you find crammed into make-up column inches in local newspapers.
Yes.
So there's always those more interesting stories if you delve into the local papers. I've got one for us here, and we're going to play a game of Complete the Headline.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
okay, yeah.
So this comes to
Is
us...
it just one, or have you got a few?
We'll just do one for now,
Okay.
and then we can always maybe look at a few more in the future.
Yeah, that's a good idea actually.
Make it a recurring
but-
segment.
Just for today, we have a little article courtesy of the Beccles and Bungay Journal,
Oh dear.
so you know it's good.
How do you come across these things?
It knocked my letters out of my hand. Postman's blank saga.
Breakdown.
Pigeon.
Going postal.
I like where you're going, but no.
Oh.
Is it some kind of animal, so like a dog or a bird?
You are on the right track,
postman's
especially with
bird.
birds.
Is it pigeon?
It's not a pigeon.
Parakeet.
All those wild flying parakeets around.
Should I tell you? Otherwise we'll be on different species of birds all
Blackbird.
night.
Starling. Emu.
Swallow.
Flamingo.
Maybe later.
Aww.
Flamingo. Toucan. The postman. The postman's toucan.
Postman's
We've
toucan.
all heard of the postman's
Dodo. I know they're dead, but dodo.
In Norfolk,
Yeah.
Oh, seagull.
Seagull saga.
Postman's angry pheasant saga.
Go on.
What was the news story?
Brook postman Kevin Keeler being confronted by an angry pheasant during his round on April 1st. This is recent.
This was yesterday.
A postman has had to overcome an unexpected obstacle as he delivers letters in a Norfolk village. An angry pheasant.
This pheasant's sick of having his post delivered to the swan next door.
Bitch.
It goes on. Kevin Keeler has encountered...
I know I ordered a signet ring, but can you not take the piss, please?
Oh, fuck
A mistake most foul.
Really ruffled his feathers.
I knew this would get you too good. I knew. Kevin Keeler has encountered difficulties with his two-legged foe in Brook
Two-legged foe.
Cluck off.
since February, and he has to be on high alert during his round on high green.
Yes.
Just a covert up to make sure the angry pheasant isn't around.
It all started when we had snow in the middle of February, Mr. Keeler said. He came up to me and I thought, that's a lovely photo in the snow. He is very tame. He got a bit closer, so I was thinking, I can get a better photo here. Then the next thing I know, the bugger skirted by and pecked at my ankles. I had to hit him with a packet to get him off me. Mr. Keeler now has to drive off and come back to High Green at a safer time if he spots the intimidating bird from his van. The postman is dressed from head to toe in red, but he does not agree with the theory that he has been targeted because of his clothing colour, as others have also faced similar problems.
Hello, I'm being terrorised by a pheasant.
One woman in the village has given the postman a bag of peanuts mixed with oats in a bid to keep the pheasant away from him.
This is marvellous.
Mr. Keeler said he will run up and jump at the side of my van. I'm amazed he has not been killed yet. I wondered if a hen is laying eggs nearby, but I think he is very territorial. It's actually quite scary and I hate it. Every time I see a pheasant now, it makes me jump and my heart races a bit.
This man has PTSD from a pheasant!
On one occasion, it flew at me and knocked all my letters out of my hands.
It's just this pheasant is his nemesis. It looks at him. Just a pheasant holding tiny binoculars up to its beaky face, looking out of a bush going, he's late. Where the fuck is he?
Despite his struggles, Mr. Keeler said he has little sympathy from his family, including his brother, who is also a postman in Long Stratton. They just think it's funny, Mr. Keeler said.
I would not.
I've been a postman for 20 years, and I've been bitten by 3 dogs in that time, but this pheasant is a different level. I'm quite stubborn in my attitude when thinking, and I will get it done somehow.
So his answer to a pheasant attacking him, not to stay and fight, but to take flight. It rhymed as well. I thank you. Wow.
Join us next week in the Norwich Postal saga when he will be plundered by a pelican. Wow, that was marvellous. Thank you for that,
Thank you
Phil.
for that, Phil. Thank you. Absolutely.
Oh.
Oh.
So I need a moment to recover from that story. That was brilliant. Anyway, on that rather high note, we're gonna call an end to this week's episode of the We Pay For Your Floor podcast. I have been Andy.
I have been thoroughly aroused.
And I've been Sarah.
So I'm just laughing at, we did the normal one and Phil was just like, I'm horny. And until the next episode, we will see you later.
I will, as always, endeavour to be the best.
I think you've got to go upstairs first, haven't you?
I do.
You're not doing that, damn me.
I'm not going upstairs, downstairs.
Yeah, that's a different show entirely.
I know, right? Yeah.
We don't have the freaking rights to that.
Anyway, so until the next episode, we will see you later.
I'll see you later too. I'm going to go home.
You better.
Because we pay for your floor.
You're welcome.